On February 12th, 2026, the global spotlight once again settled on a name that rarely fades from public attention: Jungkook. Not because of a surprise single, not because of a stadium concert, but because Jungkook stepped confidently into a new arena, one defined by heritage, precision, and timeless craftsmanship. On that day, Swiss luxury watchmaker Hublot officially announced Jungkook as its newest global brand ambassador, marking a significant moment where contemporary pop culture and haute horology converged. The announcement took place at an exclusive event in Seoul, carefully curated to reflect symbolism rather than spectacle. It was not simply a formal introduction, but a meeting of two global forces, each of which has shaped its era through originality and fearless reinvention. Hublot introduced Jungkook as a global artist, performer, and 21st-century pop icon. This was not a decorative title, but a recognition of his influence across cultures, generations, and industries. Few artists today command attention not only for their talent, but for their ability to transcend boundaries, and Jungkook stands firmly in that category. Since its founding in 1980, Hublot has built its identity on challenging convention. At a time when the luxury watch industry was deeply rooted in tradition, the brand made a bold and controversial decision: fusing precious gold with rubber. That unexpected contrast became the foundation of its philosophy, famously known as the art of fusion. This approach continued to evolve, reaching a turning point in 2005 with the launch of the Big Bang collection, a design that reshaped modern watchmaking and redefined how luxury could look, feel, and perform. 2 decades later, the Big Bang Original Unico represents the latest chapter in that journey, powered by in-house innovation, technical mastery, and a commitment to constant evolution. In Jungkook, Hublot sees a reflection of its own story. Since debuting with BTS in 2013, Jungkook has continuously refined his artistry. From a gifted teenager to a globally respected performer, his growth has been shaped by discipline, curiosity, and a willingness to challenge himself creatively. Each album, each stage, and each artistic risk has added depth to his musical identity. Rather than confining himself to one genre or image, Jungkook has embraced evolution, blending emotion, technical skill, and instinct into a sound that feels distinctly his own. That mindset closely mirrors Hublot's approach to watchmaking, honoring craftsmanship while refusing to stand still. According to the brand, this collaboration represents an inevitable fusion, two entities maintaining their unique DNA while sharing a unified vision of innovation and independence. For Jungkook, the partnership carries personal meaning. He previously performed Dreamers at the FIFA World Cup 2022, an event where Hublot served as the official timekeeper. In that moment, music and time intersected on one of the world's biggest stages, a connection that now feels almost prophetic. Jungkook has shared that he has long admired Hublot's confidence, craftsmanship, and independent spirit, qualities that closely align with his own artistic philosophy. Rather than following trends, both Jungkook and Hublot have built their identities by setting them. Hublot CEO Julian Tornar described Jungkook as one of the most influential artists of his generation, emphasizing his precision, passion, and relentless drive to push boundaries. These qualities, he noted, align seamlessly with the brand's ethos of innovation and refinement. The Big Bang Original Unico itself reflects this shared philosophy. Built layer by layer, it represents decades of transformation, from the bold material fusion of the 1980s through the design revolution of the early 2000s to its modern 2026 interpretation. Hublot has likened the watch's construction to Jungkook's own journey, perfected step by step, project by project. In this context, the timepiece becomes more than a luxury accessory. It transforms into a symbol of creative alignment, a medium through which Jungkook can express his evolving artistic identity beyond music. This is why the collaboration resonates so strongly. It is not merely a brand endorsement. It is the meeting of two philosophies rooted in courage, discipline, and originality. Hublot and Jungkook both demonstrate that innovation is not a strategy, it is an identity. Jungkook's presence in the global luxury sphere continues to expand. This partnership signals something larger. He is no longer recognized solely as a music icon, but as a cultural bridge, connecting generations, industries, and continents. Luxury brands choose ambassadors carefully. They look for individuals who represent longevity, influence, and timeless relevance. In Jungkook, Hublot sees not only global popularity, but enduring impact, the kind that evolves rather than fades. For fans around the world, this moment feels like another milestone in a journey they have followed from the beginning. From modest practice rooms in Seoul to the world's grandest stages, and now into the elite circle of Swiss haute horology, Jungkook's rise continues to feel cinematic in its scope. As this new chapter unfolds, one message stands clear. This collaboration is a statement. A statement that time belongs to those bold enough to shape it, and once again, Jungkook proves that he is not merely moving with time, he is helping define it. What makes this moment especially significant is the timing. The global luxury industry is undergoing a quiet transformation, moving away from rigid traditions and toward voices that resonate with a younger, more globally connected generation. In this landscape, authenticity has become the most valuable currency. Jungkook's presence represents that shift, not manufactured prestige, but earned influence built through consistency and genuine artistry. Unlike conventional luxury ambassadors, Jungkook does not rely on distance or mystique. His appeal lies in relatability balanced with excellence. Fans and observers alike recognize the discipline behind his performances, the countless hours of practice, the attention to detail, and the constant desire to improve. These qualities mirror the unseen craftsmanship behind fine watchmaking, where perfection is pursued quietly, away from the spotlight. Industry analysts note that collaborations like this reflect a broader evolution in how luxury brands communicate their values. Rather than emphasizing status alone, they now highlight process, philosophy, and long-term vision. Jungkook's career offers a clear parallel: success built not overnight, but through years of refinement, experimentation, and resilience. This partnership also reinforces the idea that modern luxury is no longer confined to geography or tradition. It exists at the intersection of culture, creativity, and global connection. Jungkook's influence spans continents without losing its emotional core, a quality that allows luxury craftsmanship to feel relevant rather than distant. For younger audiences, this collaboration reshapes how luxury is perceived. It suggests that prestige is not about exclusivity for its own sake, but about dedication, originality, and purpose. In this sense, Jungkook becomes more than an ambassador. He becomes a storyteller, translating heritage into a language understood by a new generation. As time moves forward, this collaboration is likely to be remembered not simply as a headline, but as a marker of cultural alignment. It reflects a moment when music, craftsmanship, and identity converged naturally, without force or excess. In the end, this is not about a watch, nor solely about an artist. It is about values that endure: patience, precision, and the courage to evolve. And in a world that often rushes forward without reflection, Jungkook and Hublot offer a different message: that true legacy is built by those who respect time enough to shape it with intention.